whatever it may be, if you have money set aside that's going to go to family, instead of it being somewhat taxable, now it becomes tax-free money. You turn that $60,000 into a tax-free benefit of double, 2.5 times, could be 3 times, whatever it may be,
Mm-hmm.
tax-free money to who you want to leave it to.
Right.
So
Well, that's
it's life
fascinating.
insurance isn't just these cash value bidding life insurance policies aren't just like, okay, I should start them when I'm younger and start funding them. Absolutely. They should be part of that as you're getting older and doing it. But also, um, it's for that could be for that particular purpose
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, that's
Legacy
cool.
planning. Okay. So you can do those, which is what we talked about. The Rockefellers, a lot of these people, that's what they do to keep their family wealth and their legacy going on
Yeah,
is using life insurance for that aspect. So
absolutely.
remember, our always concept, maximize income, minimize taxes. Well, this absolutely minimizes taxes
It's
and
tax
it can
free.
maximize your income if you're utilizing it for income streams. It can also maximize your legacy, your death benefit.
Yeah, because that's so. Let me recap what you just said. So let's say you've got somebody who's in their 70s, right? And this could work for lots of people, but let's just say 70, 75. You've got your retirement kind of set up. You're coasting along. You've got the money you need, and you've got this nest egg over here, and you're wanting to be a blessing to grandkids. And so you're like, okay, I got three grandkids. I want to give each of them, let's say $25,000 for easy math. So you're like, okay, I've got my money. I'm going to take $75,000. I'm going to put it in this one account, this bank account, whatever. And I'm just going to let it sit there. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows in my will that when I die, $25,000 goes to each grandkid. That's the concept.
Right.
So what you're saying is that's great. Let's take that $75,000, put it in one of these single premium life insurance things, and immediately it can go up to, let's call it 125,000 just for math.
Yep.
Now, when you die, each grandkid, each of those three grandkids doesn't get 25,000. They're going to get 125 divided by three, whatever that is. You're the math guy. They're going to get a lot more than just
40, yeah,
25,000.
40,000 plus. Yeah.
40,000 plus going to them for the exact same dollar amount that you have. So you're not, it's not costing you any more money. You're actually being able to do exactly what you want to do on steroids. You just bolstered their legacy for no additional cost because
Yeah.
you're leveraging a tool.
Absolutely.
That's great.
You're not, it's once again, it's not a bill. You're
Right.
using money you have to create more value with it for that particular goal,
Right.
right? And that's what that accomplishes. So that's one aspect of it that is phenomenal if
Huh.
people look at it that way, right? Don't,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just spending money on life insurance. No, you're investing that money into legacy for your family, which is what you were planning to do anyway with that exact amount of money.
Right.
It just makes it, like I said, worth more to benefit more, and it's all tax free,
Yeah.
right?
That's amazing.
So that's what's really cool about those type of things. That's one of the ways that if I'm already in that retired age and I could qualify for one of these, how that could benefit some of my retirement planning.
Yeah.
And the other way, I know we got just a few minutes left, but the other way is okay, I'm 68 years old. Long-term care insurance is like unavailable. No one hardly sells it. It's very expensive. So I'm like saving money for that. Hopefully I don't, run out or whatever. But I'm trying to put money into this for long-term care. I'm setting aside $50,000 and hopefully it grows. And one day I'll be able to get to it. It could be 100,000, whatever it is.
Right.
Once again, I've got other needs met, but I don't have this need met, but I'm putting money aside to try to meet that need. Same concept. So say it's $100,000 or 24, whatever it is, that 100,000 turns into a death benefit of, we'll say, 200,000
Mm-hmm.
because that 100,000 was going to go to long-term care. That was my goal with
Right.
it. Now it's worth $200,000 in death benefit. Also, though, they can be used for, we've talked about these before, those accelerated death benefit riders,
Right.
where if you have a chronic illness where you can't do 2 of 6 living activities, now I can access the pot of money, not of the 100,000,
Yeah.
but of the death benefit amount. So what have I done now? I've made my money more valuable
Right.
to meet a goal or purpose that I was using that money for anyway, right?
That's yeah.
So that's how you can use and strategize these life insurance policies for different things than just, well, if I die, they can just throw me in the backyard. So why do I need one?
That's right.
Now,
Yeah.
there's, if you have goals to do with your finances as you are retired already or
Yeah.
before it, but also already, this could still benefit you, your family, and the goals you want to accomplish. So make
Yeah.
your money more valuable, make it tax free for these features.
Yeah.
So, which is what these life insurance policies do for you for those particular needs. And we've already talked about the income streams for
Right.
retirement, utilizing these products. But these are two other ways that if you're listening to this, you're like, I'm 66. This doesn't really apply to me.
Oh, it applies.
It really does for those goals and purposes.
Yeah.
So, and you still
Well,
have cash value from the money you put into it. So, if things hit the fan in 6 years, you're like, well, I need $10,000 and I want to utilize it for tax free so I don't get taxed more on Social Security or whatever. You can borrow against it just like you could anything, of whatever
right.
the cash value has grown to. So you can still do that.
Yep.
And they'll still get the money they were going to get because
That's right.
you're borrowing against a cash value, which is above and beyond the death benefit
Yeah.
because we
It's
structure
crazy.
them that way.
It's crazy. The living benefits of life insurance are powerful and sometimes more powerful than the dying benefits of life insurance. I mean, it's such a different animal that people just don't understand, and they need to sit down and just have conversations with you because I can see some of our audience out there just kind of scratching their head, going, "What'd you just say?" Right? And that's where I was for years, Johnny. I've read a lot, I've studied a lot on this. I love life insurance as um, an aspect of a fully prepared retirement plan. It's not everything, but it can be a powerful, powerful tool that can be utilized and leveraged in multiple ways. So I just want to
I,
encourage our
I
audience to sit down and talk with you about it.
Absolutely. And I look at it this way real quick as this kind of analogy. It's like you give it another look because you already have predisposed opinions about certain things.
Yeah,
And we do with restaurants, right? When I ate there 6 years ago, it was all right. But now I hear it's way better. They got new ownership or whatever it is. So, hey, let's go take a look at it again and see,
yeah,
man, if it makes my tummy feel good. And
that's
then you
right.
go there and realize, actually, this is pretty good now. It's because you're giving something a second look that maybe you had a bad experience or heard bad things about. Someone said, don't go eat there. Then you're finally like, you know what? Let me go check it out myself.
That's right.
Same thing with this
Exactly.
kind of stuff. So don't take your things that people have said about this, go check it out yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Your needs are different than the guy that complained about it, right?
exactly.
And maybe it wasn't utilized correctly for that person. But go sit at that restaurant and be like, okay, what's this all about? I
That's
do have
right.
some of these goals. Can this benefit me? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So give it a second look, check it out for a whole bunch of different scenarios for sure.
I love it. Well, we're going to dive more into more scenarios through this mini series on life insurance. So
And I
it's a
got one
great.
about spousal beneficiaries too. We can touch in next week on the same kind of concepts, how it can benefit the spouse and all that kind. I mean, it's just kind of there's so many things we can talk about on this, but we want to get into some of the bigger points of how it can benefit you in retirement aspects. And so there's a part that can benefit a spouse that is really, really cool too, versus looking
Awesome.
at some other avenues. So
All right. Well, we'll dive into there between now and then. Enjoy the Christmas season with your family. And, brother, we'll be back next week.
thank you, sir. See you then.